Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm obviously getting over a little cold, but I figured I would jump on here and give you guys a story time. I think I mentioned in my description box in my last video, which was supposed to be my July BoxyCharm. It ended up being my June BoxyCharm because I re-signed up for BoxyCharm. So I got June and July, but I got July 1st in June, so I thought it was my June BoxyCharm. But it was actually my July one, and then I didn't film my June one because I did get into a serious car accident on June 7th, which was a Friday, at 7 o'clock, and so that's why I'm on here today. I'm here to talk to you guys and tell you the story about my accident and how my month of June has really been. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know if you guys like when I do story time videos. I think the last story time video I did was when I lived in my old apartment when the guy across from us died. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy this video, give this video a thumbs up, and I will make sure to do more storytime videos. I am going to have my sorority sister Abby come on here, and we are going to talk about our roommates from hell. But other than that, I hope you enjoy this video. Start with my morning. So Friday morning I didn't have work, so I woke up and I stayed in bed until about, I would say, like 10, and then I decided I needed to do something with my day because I wasn't just gonna lay in bed. So I went to TJ Maxx, I think, and Marshall's, and I got these two cute little dresses for work because I need work dresses. And so I bought those, and then I came back, and then I think I did my math homework because I had a summer class. And so I was doing my math homework, and then I did that for about a couple hours. So after about 2, maybe 3 hours of math, I decided I was hungry. And I usually try not to keep like fresh foods in my fridge, only because I'm never here because I'm always at work, or I just don't have time to cook it and then it goes bad and then it's just a waste of my money, and I kind of need that. So I decided I'm gonna go get some crab legs. Now, you guys know, well, if you don't know, I love seafood. I could eat seafood every day. I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. I really love seafood. So usually I go to Harris Teeter and I buy my crab legs there, and then I come home and I boil them in hot water with some Old Bay seasoning, and that's about it. So I went to Harris Teeter, I got $15 worth of crab legs, and as I'm waiting at the intersection to leave Harris Teeter to go back to my apartment to cook my crab legs, I get hit by a driver. This driver, I don't think, was drunk. I really don't have any of the details about this driver, but it was a 4-way intersection. Now, this intersection is kind of hard to explain. There should be a light, and they did build a light there, but before they hadn't had a light. So turning left out of this like intersection was kind of dangerous because cars are always speeding, and it was just, there's a curve right before the intersection, so it's really tricky. So they had just built a light there, but the lights, when you just build a light, they always have it like blinking yellow or whatever. So I pull up to the thing. I've been at this intersection so many times because I always get my crab legs there. And I look both ways and I don't see any cars coming, so I go to turn left. And then as soon as I turn left, around the bend comes a blue Nissan Rogue. And it's like in the movies. Like, I looked and I could see the car speeding at me, and then bam, it hit me. And it hit me on the driver's side, so I was going this way and the car came this way, and it hit me like this at the back passenger or driver's seat, and it spun. It's like I spun twice. So I spun out into the middle of the intersection, and my glasses fling off to the back of the seat. I didn't lose consciousness. I didn't like hit my head on anything, but my seatbelt locked. Thank God I was wearing my seatbelt. I always wear my seatbelt. Like, I always wear my seatbelt. If I'm in the passenger seat, I wear my seatbelt. If I'm in the back seat, I wear my seatbelt. If I'm driving, I always wear my seatbelt. And it is so extremely important that everybody who's watching this wears their seatbelt. My seatbelt locked, and my body didn't really move, but it did fling when I was spinning, which is why my glasses flew off, and like my purse and stuff was everywhere. My crab legs flew to the back. My back windows were shattered. Like, it was just so scary. And so after I had spun out, I was hurting, but my adrenaline was running, and I knew I needed to like get out of the car. And so these two nice gentlemen drove up, and they were going the opposite side, so they were on the other side of the intersection where I landed, and they stopped their car, and they got me out, and they let me sit in their car and wait for the ambulance. And so somehow the lady that hit me like ended up on the ground, which I don't know. I think she tried to make it look like she got flung from the car, but absolutely no way, because I was the one who was spinning. She just literally hit me, and then that's it. So like, just the front of her car was messed up. And so the ambulance came, and they took her first, even though I was the one that had more trauma, I would say. And then the firemen stayed with me, and the other ambulance came, and of course I'm wearing one of the dresses that I got at TJ Maxx earlier that day, and I didn't have a bra on, because I literally never wear a bra. Like, I'm not even wearing one right now. And so of course I get all the male medics, and they're, checking my body, and they had to unbutton my dress, and I'm really thankful for them and the calm that they instilled in me. And so I had to call my mom, and my mom was all the way in Rhode Island, and I think that was the most stressful part for me, was having to call my mom, just because she is in Rhode Island, and I know that was scary for her not to be here. So I called my mom, I let her know, and then I had to figure out who was going to come with me to the hospital. Like, I had no car, I have no family members here. So I called my uncle, who lives in Greenville, South Carolina, and Greenville, South Carolina is about 2 hours and maybe 15 minutes from, where he lives is probably 2 hours and 15 minutes from where I live. So he drove 2 hours to me that night, but I also had called my mom's friend, Lou Jean, who has an adoptive daughter like me, whose name is Bess, and they came. Thank God. They came immediately, and they met me at the hospital in the emergency room. It was scary. And thank God my uncle and Lou Jean and Bess were there to advocate for me during the times where, I couldn't. I just couldn't even talk. It was just so scary. And they gave me a bunch of stuff in the emergency room. I went through all these scans and tests, and thank God nothing was broken. Nothing at all was broken. And the only little thing that they kept, so I stayed overnight, and so the only little thing that really worried them, I would say, was that I had a little air bubble on my right lung, and so they thought I had punctured a lung, but I didn't. I think it was just gas, honestly. I had called my ex-boyfriend to come and help me, but he was at work, and so I got to the hospital around, I would say 7, maybe 8 o'clock, and around 9 o'clock I get calls from him, and so he came immediately, even though all the action was done. And so I had 4 people in my emergency room with me. It was my ex-boyfriend Jake, my uncle, Lou, Jean, and Bess, and they were just really amazing. They went and got me food, cookout, because it was like 11 o'clock, and I was so hungry because I was going to get my crab legs, and then I got hit. So that was earlier in June. So then after that, for a week I stayed home. Then my mom decided to fly me home to recover more there. So my right shoulder is still pretty messed up. My neck is still pretty messed up. Like, it's still very uncomfortable and uneasy for me to sleep. Like, it hurts really bad. Like, my collarbone, my shoulder, and like my back, my neck is just really messed up still, even though it's been almost a month. So my mom decided to fly me to Rhode Island for a week just to recover there with her, so she could, you know, help me recover, and she could wait on me and take care of me, and I could see all my doctors. And so I did that, and from June, I would say 18th, and then I stayed there till June, or maybe it was the 14th. June 14th I left. I got into my accident June 7th. I left for Rhode Island June 14th, I think, maybe. Stayed there until June 22nd, I believe. And then I came back here, and now I'm more able to move, and I got a rental car down here so I can go to work, which has been really, really nice to get back into my routine. I finished my summer class. I finished with a B in the class. Thank God. And yeah, so now it's July 1st, and my month of June went by really quick, but it was super eventful, and it just was really not my month at all. So I'm really glad to put June behind me. I'm happy that it's July 1st. But yeah, I'm going to insert a picture here of what my car looks like. It's completely totaled, and my mom actually just bought me a new one, and she's driving it down in the next 2 days, and I'm so excited to see her, and I'm excited to get my new car. My old car, Petunia, the gray one that I just showed you a picture of, her name was Petunia, so now I'm going to have to think of a better name. My new car, I'll show you right here, is white, so I don't know if I want to give her a girl name. I feel like white is a girly color, so I'm going to have to think of another girl name. I really liked Petunia because I felt like it was kind of ugly and pretty. No offense to anybody who's watching this whose name is Petunia or who has a relative named Petunia. But like, my car was, you know, a gray color. So, but it was cute. Like, it was still a girly car. So I felt like Petunia was cute. So we'll see what name I decide to come up with. If you guys have any name suggestions, you can comment that down below. So that's the end of my story time. I didn't really get into detail about after the accident, but again, really just not important. I hope you enjoyed this story time. It is a sad story time, but I'm alive, and that's all that matters. This is my medicine. I'm about to drink it because I'm so sick still. But yeah, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, and turn that post notification bell on so you don't miss out every time I post. Have a great one.